good to be with you. Living with Father Josh, can be painful at times because everything to him is a competition. So we have a parishioner. We're very grateful. She made cupcakes for the festival with our faces on it. Half of them she made with his face, and half of them she made with my face. Well, I didn't even know she brought them, but he did. And so he was going around telling people that this is a competition, and whoever's cupcakes sell first is a sign of, popularity and all this stuff. Well, I have 2 more boxes left down there than he does. So he thinks he's won this competition that I didn't even know we had. But it is. So everything's a competition. Now, I play along, believe me, because I want to win, but I rarely do. But a year or two ago, we went to Hershey Park. And I said, I can't do a lot of roller coasters. I can't do that anymore. I'm getting, it's just, I have these problems, I get sick, I get nauseous, whatever. Oh, no, it'll be fine. I said, so I'm competitive. I said, okay, fine. So we went on the first big roller coaster, Candemonium, and I went on it, and afterwards, it wasn't good. But he said, well, what are you going on next? I said, whatever you want. And he thought, I'm going to outlast this guy because he doesn't get sick. Well, halfway through, I said, I really have to take a break. He goes, what? Are you getting too old? And I said, no, okay, fine, we'll go on more. So we got on more. We got on the Wild Mouse, which is this little dinky, but it's like this, and it's like this, like all closed in. And afterwards he said, I think we should get lunch. I said, oh, are you sick now? And he said, no. I said, well, then let's go on another roller coaster. He said, I really am hungry. I want to eat lunch. I said, you're sick. I outlasted him. And he said, I was too old. Listen, this happens to all of us. Many of us get motion sickness. Do you ever take Dramamine for when you get sick? Has it worked? Yeah. So you would recommend that next time I go on a roller coaster, I should take Dramamine? You do. Do you work for the drug companies? Is that what this is all about? Now, I have never tried that. But I think what that would do, and I know people go on cruises or boat trips or whatever, they take a Dramamine, and the motion doesn't bother them. Well, brothers and sisters, I think in the gospel, we have an issue with people in a boat. Now, they're feeling threatened by the waves and everything. They're being tossed. Now, they perhaps were getting sick, even though they were fishermen. They were used to the sea getting kind of rough there. But even this storm was bothering them. Maybe they were getting sick. I don't know. But brothers and sisters, they were threatened for their life. They feared for their life. Now, if they would have taken a Dramamine, they wouldn't have gotten sick. Maybe. But that didn't stop the waves and the wind from hitting the boat. It didn't stop any of that. It would have stopped maybe their sickness, but it didn't stop their fear. It didn't stop anything else. There's nothing they could have taken to have the reaction that Jesus had. What reaction did Jesus have on this boat? Sleeping. How many other times in the gospel does Jesus sleep? He doesn't. So they pick the strangest time to tell us that he was sleeping. Why did they do this? Because he trusted completely that he was fine. In the midst of this, we learn of no other time where Jesus desires to take a nap, except in the middle of this violent squall. Brothers and sisters, this is what faith looks like. When we have his faith, when we have the faith that he had in the Father, that he was protected, it does not mean that our boats will not get rocked by waves and wind. It does not mean that at all. It certainly will still happen. But it means that in the midst of that, we will have peace. Peace that he has us. not from physical harm necessarily, but peace inside. The peace that we hear of in our church from the beginning of time until now that the saints had, even when they were being martyred. We hear of so much humor from our saints at the last moments of their lives. We hear of St. Lawrence. What happened to St. Lawrence? What did he say? Turn me over, I'm nearly done on this side. He was being grilled to death. Turn me over, Did you find that funny? No. Oh, you weren't laughing, okay. But he had humor. In the last moments of his life, turn me over, I'm nearly done on this side. Saints Perpetua and Felicity were singing in the Colosseum as the lions came towards them. St. Thomas More, whose feast day is today, who died in the castle in the towers of London for going against the king. He was being placed in the galleys, and he said, make sure my beard doesn't get shaved. That didn't commit treason. I did, but not the beard. Don't harm the beard. You know, they had a sense of humor about life. Why? Because they weren't being attacked bodily? No, it's because their souls were at peace. They had faith that no matter what happened, God had them. Brothers and sisters, we can take all the things we can to avoid the harms of this life, and we should. They're not bad. But only one thing can give us true peace, and that is his life. His life, which we will receive on this 100-degree day here at this altar. His life that we received in that baptismal font. His life that we renew again after we sin, even mortally, in that confessional. That's when we have peace, brothers and sisters. And if we don't, maybe it's time to give him what's inside of here that is not giving us his peace in that confessional. Brothers and sisters, he is the only one who can give true peace. He is the only one who can fall asleep in the midst of a storm. And we will join him, brothers and sisters, in this crazy world, the storms which continue, if we have true peace in our souls with his life, which we receive at this altar on this night. And praise be to God that we are here to receive it. Praise be Jesus Christ, King of the universe, now and forever.